Gigi's train is arriving. Get ready to get on board for an enjoyable and unforgettable ride. Her podcast is titled Forever 29. If you want to be 29 again or stay 29, you will not want to miss this train.
All aboard! All aboard!
Hi everyone, it is Gigi bringing you the 5th episode of Forever 29. I hope you had fun on the 4th of July. How are you guys doing these heart-scorching days? I hope you are staying cool and hydrated. This heat crisis is no joke, so please take care of yourselves and your loved ones, especially older adults and those with medical conditions. In today's episode, we will talk about using electricity properly. But before we tackle the 5th episode, let us also welcome our new passengers. Welcome, folks. We are pleased to have you on board. Here at the Forever 29 train, we aim to inspire one another to stay young and entertain the belief that age is just a number, that aging is just a state of mind, so you can feel young at heart no matter how old you are. Others might argue that aging is inevitable and that you should embrace it with grace and wisdom. But what if I told you there are ways to reverse aging symptoms, and that not all aging signs and symptoms are inevitable or irreversible? There are many ways to prevent or delay some aging effects. Yes, you heard me right. Aging is not a disease, but a natural part of life. By caring for yourself physically and mentally, you can enjoy your golden years with dignity and vitality. All you need to do is to remain on my train and practice this simple step to slow aging and stay young and healthy forever. Such as eating balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, lean protein, healthy fats, less junk, sugar, and fat. Exercising often, reducing stress, practicing mindfulness, meditate, do yoga, breathe, and enjoy hobbies. Sleeping well for a duration of 7 to 9 hours per night. Avoid caffeine, alcohol, or screens before bed. Staying social, connecting with friends, family, and community. Or joining a club, a group, or volunteer. Are you ready to transform your life for the better? Do you want to feel more energetic, happy, and confident? If you answered yes, you must follow those simple steps to a healthy lifestyle. Yes, folks, we can only take full advantage of our rights if we do number 1, practice healthy lifestyle, number 2, exercise our minds, and number 3, protect at the same time our environment. All 3 practices mentioned here are essential to a healthy journey on my train. I will go into more detail about each step as we proceed in future episodes. I also have on board with us my co-host, Dr. G. Welcome.
Thank you, Gigi, for having me. Hello, folks. I am glad to be on board. I must confess to you all that I am starting to follow Gigi's guidelines. I hope you guys are doing the same.
I hope so too. And now let us go for a recap of the fourth episode published on July 1st, 2023. In the fourth episode, titled, if you remember, How to Be Eco-Friendly, I discussed how rising sea levels severely threaten many coastal areas and islands worldwide. I specifically talked about Floridians having trouble with their houses near the beaches. There are new reports of Floridians having difficulty finding home insurance coverage. According to the insurance.com, many home insurance companies left Florida or went out of business in 2022. Policyholders often have only 30 days to get new coverage, leaving agents and homeowners scrambling to find a new policy. This crisis is in Florida now. However, in that fourth episode, I stated that eventually we all will be affected by climate change, one way or the other. Moreover, I also talk about traveling light and being eco-friendly when traveling, and gave some tips from experts on reducing air pollution and protecting our health. Like you, I like to travel. The essential is reducing our carbon footprint and staying healthy while traveling. Please go back and check that fourth episode of mine to listen to those tips. Now, let us go to the core of today's fifth episode. How to use electricity in a good way for our sake and the planet's sake. Although electricity is a clean and relatively safe form of energy, the generation and transmission of electricity affect the environment. Almost all electric power plants affect the environment, but some have more significant effects. There are many eco-friendly ways to use electricity, such as, number one, using solar power sources, according to experts, is more economical. Solar power can save us money on electricity bill and reduce greenhouse gas emission. For example, a typical home in the U.S. can save about $1,500 per year by using solar power. Number two, insulating our homes. Insulation can also make your house more comfortable and quieter. For example, insulation can lower heating and cooling costs by 15% to 25%. Number three, using energy-saving lighting. Lighting is one of the most significant uses of electricity in your house. You can use less electricity for lighting by using energy-saving light bulbs and natural lighting. Energy-saving light bulbs last longer and use less power than regular ones. Natural lighting is the light that comes from the sun or candles. Natural lighting can make your house brighter and healthier. For example, natural lighting can improve mood, sleep, and productivity. Wow, these three good things that we forever 29ers will appreciate, right? Number four, smart devices. Smart devices help you save electricity by burning off the power when you don't need it or adjusting the temperature automatically. For example, smart power strip can save you up to $200 per year. And programmable thermostat can save you up to $180. Number 5. What about the use of electric cars or vehicles? Here we have a big question mark. Only real experts without bias, political agenda, or invested interests can help us make decisions about them. Electric cars are becoming more popular today, but are they better for the environment? Let us look at some of the pros and cons of electric cars and their carbon footprints. The pros: electric cars don't emit any tailpipe emissions, which means they don't contribute to air pollution or greenhouse gas emissions. They can use renewable energy sources, such as solar or wind power, to charge their batteries, which reduces their dependence on fossil fuels. They are more efficient than conventional cars, which means they use less energy to travel the same distance. One thing for sure, you will not hear that noise you just heard in an electric car. The cons: the electric cars still have a carbon footprint because they rely on electricity that may come from coal or natural gas power plants, which also emit greenhouse gases. They have a higher upfront cost than conventional cars, which may push some buyers to look for cheaper options. They also have a limited range and need frequent charging, which may be inconvenient for some drivers who travel long distances or live in areas with few charging stations. It is fair to say the jury is still out on the matter of electric vehicles. Number 6. What about nuclear energy? Nuclear energy is a hot topic these days. Some people think it is fantastic and others think it is awful. Let us look at some pros and cons of nuclear energy. Pros: it is clean. Nuclear power plants don't emit greenhouse gases like coal or gas plants. It is efficient. Nuclear energy produces a lot of electricity from a small amount of fuel. It is reliable. Nuclear power plants can run 24/7, unlike solar or wind power, which depend on the weather. The cons: it is risky. Nuclear accidents can cause radiation leaks, environmental damage, and health problems for people and animals. It is expensive. Building and maintaining nuclear power plants costs money, as does disposing of radioactive waste. It is controversial. Many people oppose nuclear energy because of its potential dangers, ethical issues, or political implications. Wow, I don't want to go nuclear like they say with that subject. Just using the word nuclear scares me. It is my own personal bias, folks. What do you think, you out there? In summary, practice energy conservation uses less electricity by changing our habits and behaviors, such as turning off the light or appliances when we don't need them, or when leaving a room, for example. There are many things we can do to save energy consumption and money. And again, experts tell us energy conservation can help you save money and protect the planet from climate change. Did you know, for example, that turning off one light bulb for 1 hour can save enough energy to power a TV for 3 hours. To conclude, reducing our reliance on fossil fuels and investing more in clean energy sources to protect our planet and health is a good way. Conserve energy, save money, and protect the planet for our children, grandchildren, and ourselves. Folks, it is a win-win. And at the same time, staying forever young is a blessing. Now, let us pause for a news briefing from Davis.
Thank you, Gigi. Here is, folks, the news briefing for this current episode. The world experienced its hottest June ever, according to the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. The global average temperature was 61.79 degrees Fahrenheit or 16.55 degrees Celsius, 1.05 degrees higher than the 20th century average. The global oceans also set temperature records for 3 consecutive months. July is expected to be even hotter, possibly breaking the record of 61.79 degrees Fahrenheit or 16.71 degrees Celsius set in 2019 and 2021. The forecast for July shows searing heat in the south and southwest, with temperatures much hotter than usual. Some areas in the west could tie or break their all-time record highs. High humidity will also accompany the heat, making it feel even more oppressive. The heat wave could last several days and pose health risks for millions. Some of the hottest places in the U.S. in July are Death Valley, California, which can reach up to 129.2 degrees Fahrenheit or 54 degrees Celsius, Phoenix, Arizona, which can average 105.8 degrees Fahrenheit or 41 degrees Celsius, and Las Vegas, Nevada, which can hit 104 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius. These places are also among the driest in the country, with deficient rainfall and humidity.
On the other side of the Atlantic, people and pets seek shade and cool as Europe sizzles under heat wave that's only going to get worse. That is all I have for today, guys.
Thank you, Davis, for this briefing updating us about the climate. Wow. Imagine 129.2. Cannot imagine. Can you tell our audience, Dr. G, how the heat can be bad for some individuals?
Sure. In other words, your question is, what are the heat-related illnesses that extreme heat can cause? Extreme heat is a serious health threat that can cause heat-related illness and death. Heat-related illness occurs when the body cannot cool itself properly and overheats. This can lead to heat cramps, heat exhaustion, heat stroke, and hypothermia. Heat stroke is a medical emergency that can damage vital organs and results in coma or death if not treated promptly. Hypothermia is when the body temperature rises above 40 degrees Celsius and can cause organ failure and death. You should avoid strenuous physical activities during the hottest part of the day. If you have to work or exercise outdoors, drink more water than usual and take frequent breaks in the shade or a cold place. You should wear sunscreen to protect your skin from sunburn, but remember, that makes it harder for your body to cool down. Check on your friends, neighbors, and family members who may be at high risk for heat-related illness such as older adults, children, pregnant women, and people with chronic medical conditions. You should know the signs and symptoms of heat-related illness and seek medical attention if you or someone else shows signs of heat stroke or hypothermia. Remember, pets are also vulnerable to heat-related illness and needs your care and protection. I think that's all I could say about those high temperatures that are upon us now. Thank you, Gigi.
Thank you, Dr. G. Thank you. Dr. G just gave us excellent, informative, and helpful advice. On that note, we are signing off for now. Our next episode will be on Sunday, July 30th. The following episodes will be from now on Sunday instead of Saturday. We still are tackling the environment. The title for episode 6 will be Environment Part 4, How to Help the Planet with the Food We Eat. So get on board and let us discover the secret of being forever young. Follow us wherever you listen to your podcast. Please leave comments and ideas in the comment box. And don't forget to tune in Sunday, July 30th for more exciting content. Thank you for listening and continue enjoying the summer. Until next time, à la prochaine, hasta la próxima. Stay young, blessed, and healthy. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave comments, and share it with family and friends. To conclude today's episode, I am leaving you with a motivating chant from the international organization Fridays for Future. Protect the Earth.
Protect the earth, the air, and the water.